Alrighty, and I am here for the first round of my sealed event, and this hand looks great. We are on the draw. Our opponent won the die roll, so we'll go ahead and keep this. We're lacking a white source, but we have a Morph, a Phoenix, and a 2-drop, and a Crippling Chill, so really I don't know what we're looking for if we want to ship something like this back. This hand looks excellent. Another Cliffs was not the best, but um, not too shabby either. Alright, well this is a classic start in this format. Our opponent's probably playing some crappy 5-color deck. By crappy I mean everyone plays those decks, so I just hate playing against them. But we drew the Plains, which is great, so we got our Leaping Master out there, and he is ready to leap. Now if I don't draw a white card, I'm probably just jamming this as a flyer instead of a morph. Especially if our opponent... Alright, he just plays a morph here, so I definitely want to just jam this as a flyer so we can get some evasive damage through. So let's go ahead and play a land. And I'm willing to make this trade, too. So I'm going to be using my mana for the next bunch of turns. So if my opponent wants to trade, he can trade. I'm okay with that, which he does. Rattle Mystic, yeah, that's, I think, great for us. And now we're just going to go ahead and cast this because I don't care about the 2 life, and I don't have a white card to flip it. And if he just plays another morph, I want to be able to get in for 2 and then play Ash Cloud Phoenix. So I'm really happy to make that trade, though. The acceleration from Mystic is a scary thought. Almost as scary of a thought as this card. Whew. Probably has like white, green, black, Abzantron. Alright, things are getting salty. Yeah, so if I played that as a morph, that would have been bad for me. Too bad we don't have another morph to play. Just jam that and the morph. Alright, so let's get Watcher out there, do some watching. And hello, my best card, Ash Cloud Phoenix. It's a magic card. I will elect to not block. I will take 2. The 6 power flying. And that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So it's real nifty, opponent. Real nifty. Alright, well, that was a good draw. So we can go ahead and do some crashing. Opponent's going to take a chunk of damage, and then we can shriek it up. Yep, generate some mana. Cast this face down. Play this again. Alright. I think with access to this Crippling Chill, I think we're in great shape. But I never want to get overconfident. Also, I want to point out how good these gain lands are. I mean, he'd be at 12. Like, if these were Guild Gates or something, he'd be at 12 life. That's 2 attacks. Now he's at 3 attacks. Maybe, you know, if he kills this, 4 attacks. Gain lands are great. These 2 lands undid that Salt Road Patrol attack. Hopefully our opponent is super salty about that. Alright. I love this deck, by the way. Just ask me again later, but right now I really like this deck. It's pretty fun. Especially with this beauty. This Bew. The Master. Huh. Well, I think that this thing's never doing anything with a 4/3 first striker. So let's go ahead and throw Canyon Lurkers underneath the bus. Um, yeah. Seeker. That's a goulet. Alright. 6 ya, bro. And Seeker plus Islands. I'm gonna sit on this chill. I don't really need it. I mean, I want to wait and see what he does. Like, right now we're winning by a significant amount. So, you know, if my opponent plays, like, I don't know, a flyer, I want to be able to chill it. Yeah. So, we're still just going to sit on this. I also want to keep mana open for Ash Cloud at this point, too. In case he just does something to my Phoenix, I want to be able to unmorph it. Okay. Alright, so that was a really easy game because we had a great hand. What do we want against his deck? So he's playing... What do we see? We saw Salt Road Patrol. We saw Rattleclaw, Timely Horde Mate, a Freak Weapon Master, and he's playing like Jeskai Teamer. Playing like Jeskai Teamer. So I don't think his deck's the deck where we're going to be wanting to weave Fate, especially on the draw, or Set Adrift. I think that Smite might be good against him, but I don't know yet, and I don't want to bring it in the dark without really knowing. Same with Disdainful Stroke. I feel like this card could be good against him, but I don't want to bring it in the dark without knowing. None of these red cards are great against him. So I think that I want to just leave my deck like as it is right now. We are on the draw, which means I could conceivably cut a land. Since we're going to be on the draw, we're going to get an extra draw step. I could definitely conceivably cut a land, but I'm not going to. I always feel like I'm making a mistake when I don't sideboard anything, but in this case, I actually just think it's right to not sideboard anything. So, but one thing about Limited that people don't understand is that sideboarding is like super important, and people really underrate it a lot. So, just a thing. Just a thing. All right, hand looks good. Our opponent's on the play. It's a little slow. We have a couple of awkward ones. I'll just put them off to the side here. We get that Technique and that Burn Away, which are not going to be good for quite a while, but ding! That mountain off the top. Whew! Just give me the vapors. Alright, let's get Jeskai Student out here. And I'm likely to just Crippling Chill whatever he plays, just to draw a card and try to cycle us into the Scion. He's just going to jam like a Morph here, most likely. Yeah. Well, this is really frustrating. I don't know why this keeps happening. We did get new internet at the apartment today, so it's possible that our internet keeps flickering in and out. This has happened a number of times, though. It's certainly not what I want. Alright. Okay, we're back to the game. Okay. So, yeah. Now that I have this morph, I can play it, but first I'm actually going to attack, and if he blocks, I will Crippling Chill his guy just as a removal spell, which he doesn't. So then I can cast this face down afterwards. Alright, I'm not going to block here. I just feel like that would just be a real greedy block. He can just punish me with any number of cards, especially because I want to play the aggressor role, like using these Crippling Chills and stuff. So, yeah, there's like another morph, and now... Ooh. Okay, that changes things. Well, the plan was to Crippling Chill, but now we're going to do this, which we're just going to accept the trade. Weapon Master for our Lurker seems great. And then we do this Mardu Horde Chief, so that really makes things awesome. And our goal is to push in some damage while we can, and try to set up for a Flying Crane technique to kill him in like 4 or 5 turns from now, maybe. Which we do need to draw lands, and I'm glad I didn't cut that 18th land. We do need to draw lands for that to happen, but we do have, you know, every draw step plus 2 of these. And these also play great defense too. So like here he's attacking with his morph, and we're not going to block. Let's try to think what this is. No, blue, red, green. Maybe another Weapon Master. I don't know. Alright, we didn't draw a land, so I'm going to main phase a Crippling Chill on this thing. And crush in for some damage here. I mean, at this rate, we might kill our opponent before we get enough lands to Flying Crane technique. Alright, attacks again, no blocks. I really am curious what our opponent's game is here. Salty. Do the land. Huh. I think I'm going to Crippling Chill again, actually. Another land. And let's crunch the same attack again. So then next turn we can like Burn Away or Arrow Storm, and then turn after, or Scion or Canyon Lurker, and then we can try to Crane Technique him, which is currently lethal. Yeah, he's just going to play defense, so... Alright, drawing this was great. And that means we're just going to go for this plan. And not attack. And try to set up for this technique next turn. I bet he unmorphs one of these guys. It's probably his game plan here. I feel like a Woolly, if he's fetching, it's probably a Woolly Loxodon. Yeah. This one is definitely something that unmorphs at 5, though. It feels like a Pine Walker to me. Although he probably would have attacked if it was Pine Walker, so It feels like maybe a Freak Weapon Master. Hopefully he just taps out this turn. Alright, I'm gonna block. Okay. If I go for the technique and he has something, he survives. He has nothing, he's dead. Actually, he's dead. He has to have two things. Alright, going for it. Boom. Oh, I should have. Wow, I've never played this card before. I should have attacked, then cast this. Okay. It was a free Weapon Master. Yeah. Still got it. By that I mean I just got it for the first time. Okay, so that was round one. This deck looks awesome. I love this deck. I am usually not one to want to play Jeskai and Sealed, but this deck is gas. So hopefully you guys enjoyed our first round of battling. I will be back for round number 2 coming up after this.